Hello everybody and welcome back to the next world review on Craft Kingdom. This is of January of 2022 and we are basically just going to be looking at the world and look at the progress since the last world review. So if you want to see the progress difference between now and the end of December, you can go and check out the first world review. And also if you want to see gameplay on this SMP, then you can check out my Craft Kingdom series, and also Ray 500 Crafter also does one. His YouTube channel is HyperXGame, and Ender Destroyer does live streams on it. So check out their series too. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're once again going to start out here at my place. So the largest change we see here is, of course, the huge platforms that I started building out from my base. And of course, episode 5 isn't out yet, so I do end up building this in episode 5. So yeah, stay tuned to watch that. Other than that, however, there wasn't much else that I did to my base. So let's go ahead and move on to Ender Destroyer's base. Here at Ender Destroyer's base, we sure see a lot of progress. As you can see, he has completed the little wall around his area. And you probably can't see this too well, but he has on the right side of it too, but the roof of it is covered with snow. Moving on to the central attraction of his base, which is the large house / castle, manor. I don't really know what it's supposed to be, because it doesn't really look much like a castle. It looks more like a manor of some type. But he has finished that, the central piece to it. I can imagine he's going to extend it out back. And here we can look at the interior, where he has in his basement a brewing room, and then on this main floor he just has a storage area, and on the top floor he has his bedroom. So yeah, we've seen quite a lot of change here, so let's go ahead and move on to the next area. So here we are at Extrunix's former base. He has moved to the Shopping District now, and I will show you his here in a bit. But here, me, Ender Destroyer, and Mr. Taco have turned this area into a super smelter. And we created a smelting service, so people can buy a smelting service from Mr. Taco's shop, and then they can get their items smelted here, and then we will get the money for it. And before we move on, I'll just give you a peek of the inside here. Mr. Taco built this big super smelter, and I built the room design with like the floor and the pillars. So this area has got a bit of upgrading, so let's go ahead and move to Mr. Taco's base. And here we are at Mr. Taco's place, and here we have seen quite a lot of progress. And I must say, this is probably one of my favorite builds on the server currently. So he is building basically a castle, and it has a lot of overgrown leaves and stuff on it, such as like, you know, decorative plants. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this finished, because it's going to look pretty cool. And here we are looking at his little cave on the side of his mountain, which is where he kind of built his late starter base, so I say, where he's just put some storage and stuff before he finishes his castle. So let's go ahead and move to the Shopping District. So here we are at the Shoppie District, and I'm going to go ahead and start off looking at Mr. Taco's Giga Shop. And something I find unique about his shop is how he kind of adds a little thing in the shop related to what he's selling. So every time he adds a new item that he's selling in the shop, builds a little structure relating to it, such as the little half tree there where he's selling wood. And here we are at the central area of the Shopping District, where we can see my shop, Ray's shop, and Extrunix's shop to the left. And then, of course, behind there, we can see the massive castle, which is Extrunix's new base that he's building. So there actually isn't really too much change here, other than, of course, the fact that Extrunix is building his massive castle. So other than that, yeah, we haven't really seen much more. But I do like how this place is coming together. Since that is all for this place, I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to Ray's base. Here we are at Ray 500 Crafter's base, which is kind of like a farm style build. You can see he has a farmhouse there, and he has a barn right next to it. And at first glance, it doesn't look like there's much change, but if we move back behind his house, we see that he started building a little castle here. Or maybe his friend was building it for him, I'm not sure. Although this is probably the biggest change. So that's all there's really is to see at Ray's base. So let's go ahead and move to the last place, which is Golden Whale's base. So here at Golden Whale's base, there also isn't too much change, but I do see there are a few structures that he has built behind his little castle. I'm not sure what their purpose is. I'm sure they're just probably part of the base. I don't really know too much about what he's building, so that's really all I have to say about it. So that's it for Golden Whale's base. So with that being said, I'm going to thank you guys all very much for watching, And I will have the next one of these out probably by the end of February. Episode 5 will be out as soon as I can get it out. Trying to make sure I have enough recording to make it longer, because my last few episodes have been a little shorter, and I've been wanting to make my episodes a little more around 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. So I'll let you guys watch this nice sunset over the shopping district. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode.